Hiya folks, Sandro here with more cartoon news and shenanigans. And if you would like more cartoon news and shenanigans, I'd ask you to please subscribe. Currently at 125 subscribers, and I swear, just like a week or two, I did my 100 sub special. To think that we're already at 125 and we're already heading towards 200, pretty crazy stuff. So I just like to thank everyone who's been subscribing. It's been wild, making the YouTube dream come true here. And yeah, thank you. Let's jump right into the article. Let's not dwell on this. So we have some bad news here. Now, I'm going to be covering ironically, I'm going to be covering two separate cartoon news stories, not in this video, one each. I'm going to do two videos. This one is about Trick Moon, and then I'm going to be talking about the very awful, awful and terrible Steven Universe PSA that they put out. All the companies been putting out PSAs, like, oh my god, man. I just did a video, hold on, let me see, where's that video? Just did a video the other day, like 2 days ago. What was that? October? Yeah, 2 days ago. Disney and PBS literally were trying to make you guys vote. Okay. They're trying to get they're literally trying to convince your kids to vote. And we all know who they want you to vote for. Biden. They don't want you to vote for Trump. They want you to vote for Biden. Very clear. Here's a thing from, hold on. The Simpsons. The Simpsons did an episode for the Halloween episode, Treehouse of Horror 31. I did a video on that about a week ago, or a little bit over a week ago. You guys can go watch that video. It's a little bit long, but basically Disney gives you 50 reasons why Donald Trump shouldn't be in office and all the things he did wrong in his presidency and all this kind of shit. And that's fine, right? Like, if you want to make some political jokes here and there. The problem is the modern day political, like back in the day, they would make jokes about the left wing politics. They would make jokes about right wing politics. These days, it's like Disney is very clearly left wing. Disney owns Simpsons. They were never going to make, you already know, like they were never going to make a shot at Biden. Let's be real here. Maybe after he gets elected, they will make a shot at him. But like when he's trying to get elected, he's left wing. He's the left wing candidate. Disney, very left wing company. You just know who they want to put in office. But yeah, so Cartoon Network, now they didn't do a voting PSA. See, Arthur and Disney did a Mickey Mouse and Arthur. They did their own separate PSAs, and I covered both of them in that video. But Cartoon Network actually did one on racism, so I'm going to be talking about that next video. Let's jump back into the Trick Moon. I apologize for going off track there. But yes, here we go. Here we are. So what's happened to Trick Moon? So let's actually look up Trick Moon for a second here. Trick Moon. So yeah, you can see all the videos. Now, this wasn't mainstream news for whatever reason. There's very few articles that I found about this show getting canceled. If you had to literally go look up the creator here's Twitter. Yeah, you had to go look up the Twitter. You would never have known this was even happening. Many of the news, look, if I type news right now on Google, look, you don't even get any articles on Trick Moon. That's so wild, right? So none of the major publications, I guess, caught on to this story. But the YouTubers, that's how I figured out. I actually saw a video from a guy named Vixelbum64 or whatever the hell his name is. I saw a video there, and I'm like, you know what? I gotta report on this too, because I did a video on Trick Moon back in the day. It was about furries. I was like, Cartoon Network they kept doing shows with like animals, so I wasn't too happy about Trick Moon, truth be told. And I just want to say before you dislike the video, it always happens where I say something like that, and then everyone like mass dislikes it. Look, guys, okay. The creators of Trick Moon also made OKKO. I really did not like OKKO, and I feel like, look, you could say that it's a different show and they weren't going to do the exact same thing, but I don't know, when it's usually like when it's the same creators, you usually get like a little bit of the same jazz, you know what I'm saying? Perfect example, Rick and Morty. solar opposites. They're very similar. They feel like you watch Rick and Morty, you watch Solar Opposites. They're very okay. They have their differences, but the comedy feels similar. Obviously, Rick and Morty feels a little bit written better, more strategic, and the jokes are just more like higher level. You know what I mean? But Solar Opposites, it's okay. It's not as good as Rick and Morty, in my opinion. That's my opinion. Don't go nuts here. I'm not saying, if you think Solar Opposites was better than Rick and Morty, that's your opinion, okay? You take that with you. It's just my opinion. I thought Rick and Morty was like way better than Solar Opposites. But yeah. So that's an example, and similarly, future Matt Groening, he has a couple of shows. I personally think Disenchantment, he has Futurama, Simpsons, and what's the other one? Oh, Disenchantment. And they all have they all look similar, but like you could tell they have a lot of similar voice casts here and there. They borrow from some of the older voices of Futurama. And, I guess Simpsons is the most different, I would say. But, yeah. They all have similar feels. I think Disenchantment feels like the weirdest of the three, where it's like you could tell that like at least Simpsons and Futurama have like some like very similar telling joke styles. But Disenchantment feels a little disconnected. See, that's a good word. Disenchantment, disconnected. Yeah, but all I'm trying to get at here is that when a creator makes multiple shows, a lot of times they end up very similar. And I didn't like OKKO like at all. And Trick Moon could have been good. I don't know. I can't just like knock this thing down. It could have been amazing. Who knows, right? But I didn't like the people, or not the people. I didn't like. I guess that's what I'm trying. I didn't like the creators behind OKKO, like in the sense that like I didn't like find it to be a very good show, honestly. I didn't like it. It was really weird. There was a lot of just like propaganda-y stuff in there. The show literally ends with OKKO's father being in a gay relationship with his villain. Oh my god. Imagine if Super Mario, or like, is that even that's probably a good example. Why not? Or Sonic even appear. I actually did watch that episode. I've seen all the episodes of OKKO. I watched it right to the end. I actually forgot the show existed. Then I went back and binge watched the whole shebang. It happens sometimes. I actually did that with Legend of Korra also. I forgot Legend of Korra was even still airing, and then I read an article about the ending and how shocked all the fans were, and then I'm like, okay, I gotta binge watch the whole thing now. OKKO. I liked how it had. Okay, that's one thing. I like the continuity in OKKO. Sometimes a lot of the episodes were just like filler. Some of them. But yeah. I did like the continuity between episodes. It's always great to see, because for longtime fans, any show with continuity, you feel invested, right? Like Adventure Time, you feel when you watch Adventure Time, and there's all these little plot details, you feel invested, right? Where it's like something like SpongeBob, it's like, okay, you could skip a whole bunch of episodes and really not miss anything if you watch a new episode. So. That's just what I'm trying to say there. But so OKKO, I just did not enjoy it. Again, that's my opinion. If you loved it, that's your opinion too, right? Like, you could let me know in the comments if you loved OKKO. I just didn't find it to be good. But back to what I was saying. So Super Mario, right? Super Mario. I don't know. My brother's name is Mario. He likes being called Mario, not Mario. I'm actually Italian too, so funny enough. Mario, whichever, Super Mario, whatever you want to call him. Imagine, so his main villain is Bowser, okay? And OKKO, his main villain is this guy named Boxman. Or was it Mr. Boxman or Boxmore? What was his name? Boxman? Hold on, let me double check here. What was his name? I think it was like Boxman, right? Boxman. Yeah, here we go. Uh, these two, yeah, they're oh boy, oh boy. So yeah, it's a weird ending, I've got to say. What a weird relationship to put in the show, honestly. Of all the characters, too. I mean, there were probably they even did it with Enid also. So that I think they really just went overboard with how much woke kind of stuff they went in with here. But yes, this is Boxman, Lord Boxman. That was his name. Yeah. So this is so. Imagine if Bowser ended up with Super Mario's father, because that's how the show ends. Oh my god. Yeah. So it goes full on. This is like the weirdest. Like this dude. Like I don't know what the fuck they're thinking. Like how old is Boxman even? This dude looks like he's in his like 60s or something. I don't even know. Is that gray hair or green hair? I don't fucking know. I don't even know, man. I do not even know. But yeah, that's the hey, that's the I'm sorry if I ruined that for you. That's actually how the show ends. His main villain ends up with his dad. Yeah. So and I'm just thinking that if that show was that woke, that wasn't the only thing, by the way. That was like a minor. They go all out. Like Enid ends up being I guess bisexual because she also like rad. So you have like Enid and that like other red whatever the hell her name was, Red Danger, Red Power, Red Action. That's what it was, Red Action. So you have like Enid being bisexual. You have like Red Action being a lesbian. You have like these two are gay. You have OKKO ending up with a Kappa. Now, if you don't know what a Kappa is a turtle creature. You can actually here we go, creature. So this is a Kappa. It's this mythological Japanese kind of creature, and her name is Dendi, and it's very much so. Hold on, Dendi. There she is. Yeah, there's Dendi from OKKO. So she's a Kappa. So she's actually an animal. So. So OKKO is literally like, let's be the wokest fucking show ever. Kids show, by the way. Yeah, they made like if you wanted to do one of them, okay. If you wanted to do one, I'd be like, I'd still wouldn't like it, but like, I guess that's okay. Just one, like at least Legend of Korra and like Adventure Time, they only did like one. They did like one of the woke kind of forced type virtue signal stuff. So fucking OKKO. The dad is gay. The villain is gay. I don't know. Radicles is some kind of like non-gender alien guy. I don't even fucking know. You got Enid and bisexual. You got Red Action. She's a lesbian. I think they also said there was another character named like Greg or something, and he was like transgender. And then you have Dendi, who's an animal, and OKKO is a human. Uh-oh. Do I smell some bestiality in the crib? So yeah, you guys can see it's a very woke show. A lot of virtue signaling, especially right near the end. Near the end, they went bananas. They just went bananas. So when when they tell me Trick Moon is canceled, I'm just like, yeah, okay. I'm just like, okay. Okay, it's sad. It's sad that the show. I don't like it when cartoons get canceled because it's like, well, what if it was good, right? Like, what if they didn't? I can't just say that the show was gonna have wokeness to the tits. I can't just sit here and tell you before the show was even made that it was gonna go tits up woke. But the statistical odds, judging by the people who were involved in this show, yeah, it's probably going to go tits up woke. But it's not necessarily dead because let's read here. I'm sorry to report some sad news about Trick Moon, right? So they actually I forgot. Here we go, Trick Moon. Let's pause that. So Trick Moon actually had over a million. Look at that. So this show had over a million, 1.5 million. I actually dislike that. That's hilarious. Yeah, I dislike that in my last video. I wasn't a fan. Like I said, I'm not a fan of OKKO. I did watch all the episodes. I know some people are gonna be like, well, if you didn't like it, why'd you watch all the episodes? Because there wasn't much else on, honestly. And I've been watching Cartoon Network since I was a kid. So I like to stick to my Cartoon Network. And also, it had like I said, OKKO had continuity, and they set up this kind of story that was really interesting that happened in the past, but it's not very good at all. One of the most exciting episodes, which was just terribly handled, he pushes what's the other guy's name? TKO in his mind, he pushes him like down this like elevator shaft or this tower, or I can't remember exactly what it was. And then like TKO had control of his body. And I was like, oh, that's gonna be sick. What if like, what if he like kills somebody, or like what if they go like what if they do something really wild with this? And then like 3 episodes later he gets his body back and it's never like that's it. They made it sound so cool. He's like, "This is my body now," and TKO. He had taken over his mental state, and it made it seem like it was going to be this big dramatic, like maybe he's going to do something really evil in his body. Maybe he's going to get his own body, and nope, nothing even remotely interesting happens with TKO to the bitter end. It's just kind of it was so lame, honestly. But yeah. So I did dislike that. Like I said, not a fan of OKKO. Very woke, virtue signal-y show. And you guys know I don't like any of that SJW bullshit. So that's not going to be a cartoon I would recommend to anyone. And so Trick Moon here. We got 33K likes and 1.5 million views. 1.5 million views. So it was really I feel like this is well received to get 1.5 million views. Or like it's a pitch. It was a pitch that was going to happen. You can see here. Let's actually see what was the pitch here. Slacker Wolf Pup's trick shot and pocket become the reluctant guardians of magic moons of a magic moonstone when their heroic big brother is trapped inside. When a disgruntled wizard steals the moonstone, Trick and Pocket jump at the chance to prove themselves, show off their cool moves, and oh yeah. So that's that. And so it was in development, I guess, and or it was being pitched, or I'm not exactly 100% sure how far along they got. Earlier this week, I got the call from CN, which is Cartoon Network, telling me that they are not going to be continue forward with development on Trick Moon. This is not a result of a lack of enthusiasm on your part. Yeah, because like I said, the YouTube video seemed to be doing pretty well. Or the fault of any other project at CN. Sadly, my project is just one of many casualties of corporate restructuring. Yes, we all know WB had like $100 billion of debt that they still need to get rid, or like I don't know how much. Are they at like 70 billion left that they have to get rid of, or something? I remember reading something a while back. So they have about 100 billion, somewhere less than 100 billion to get rid of. And what are you going to do to get rid of, you have to unload $70 billion worth of assets or people, or, you got to make a profit. You got to get back in the green. Or otherwise that debt will just keep you in debt forever. And so they just said, maybe this isn't the best project. Just screw it. Or maybe, it could, now hold on. She says that it was a casualty of corporate restructuring. What if they saw the viewership numbers towards the ends of OKKO? They saw how this had a similar art. It does have a similar art style to OKKO. You could tell very clearly. What if they said, OKKO didn't bring the viewership. It didn't sell toys. Your next show isn't going to sell toys or bring viewership either. What if they just said that? Right? What if they actually said that? Isn't that a possibility? I think so. And that's pretty wild. Actually, I'm going to turn myself off here. Whoop. How do I turn it? There we go. Let's, sorry, I can't just see some of this here. I love Trick Moon, its characters, the cast and crew, and everyone who gave it such a warm welcome. I couldn't be more proud and grateful for this whole experience. It was really a dream come true. Love, Geneva. So there was her tweet, and there's a picture for you. Nice little. There's the brother in the Moonstone or whatever the hell, and I think he's Trick Moon, and that's Pocket. And is it? Yeah, and then so she now here's the thing, right? So many people are going to be disappointed this show's canceled, but I don't think so. Read this. Also, if you're a studio looking for a fun and energetic action comedy that already has great talent attached and the world's sweetest fans, call me. And she got a nice little sunglasses emoji. So this could be a Netflix show easily. So this doesn't look like the darkest day. For if you're a fan of this show, like I said, I'm not a fan. I like if it got canceled, I'm not happy about that. You know, this is a very because here's the it's a two-way street. A cartoon just got canceled. On the other hand, maybe Cartoon Network, much like the comic book medium, I don't talk about comics enough, I feel, but comic books. They just did another what was his name? That Umbrella guy. He just put out another video talking, or was it him, or was it one of the other ones? Yellow Flash. I can't remember. One of the ones I'm subscribed to. They made a video talking about how Miss Marvel, Kamala, whatever her name is, she just got another book canceled. You know, Miss Marvel, the one with the big fist power, and they've been through like 8 reboots, #1 titles in the last couple of years, or is it 4 or 8? I can't remember. A whole shit ton of them. Also, Captain Marvel. Nobody's buying these books. Like they're a bunch of like woke propaganda. Not propaganda. They're not propaganda. But they're just filled to the brim with like woke rhetoric. That's a better term. I don't think. See, propaganda wasn't the right word there. But woke rhetoric, that's a great term. Filled to the brim. A lot of times I just watched another video today about some Captain Marvel book where Tony Stark was like lying in a hospital bed, and it said something about white privilege, and I was just like, oh God, is this what they're putting in comics? Is this what they're doing to comics? And yeah, I've been watching the comics industry. I've been watching YouTubers for years. For years. Back when that guy, what was his name? Your boy Zach was called Diversity in Comics way back when he first started. Yeah, I've been watching them for quite a while. The whole Comicsgate community, the people, a lot of them don't even call themselves Comicsgate. They're just more like adjacent to it. But yeah. So comic books just getting ruined. This could just be another thing where it's like they looked at it and they're like, this isn't going to make us money. They finally realized, they're like, all these reboots, like all these things like Batwoman, did that really need a season 2? Did on CW? No, Batwoman could have been canceled. But they very clearly want to lose money. No, the show had like absolutely abysmal viewership. Batwoman sinking ship. And they're just going to keep making seasons of it because I guess they want to prove that, or whatever. They want to give people the roles, diversity roles or whatever the fuck, virtue signal they want to go for there. The show should have been canceled. They should have just made a brand new show, honestly. Like, not just go away from Batwoman, maybe to a female Green Lantern or something else, right? I don't know. But yeah, the show, you literally made another season for a show that already had terrible viewership. You're just asking to lose money. I also talked about DC's future state, which is going to replace a whole bunch of the characters with like, we literally have a Flash, what do you call a paraplegic? Is that what it? No, amputee, right? They don't have legs. They don't have legs, so they have those like I don't know what they're kind of like these things that runners use to go fast, to like participate. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? The legs. Hold on, let me see here. Let me see if I could get a picture. Flash with no legs. Future slate. Let's state future state. DC. Let's see here. Wait, I saw the picture. Hold on. Here it is. Here it is. Yeah, this character right here. Let me see if I can get in closer on that. View image. Copy image address. Let's paste that bad boy. That's a terrible. But yeah, you could see her down here. The picture is kind of loading still, but this woman right here, you can see she has like prosthetic legs. She, that's what they're going with. I mean, like, why though? Like, also, this book, I think this book is supposed to take place like in the future. Maybe I'm wrong. Like, I think there's like 5 generations, and like some of these stories happened at different times, I think. And there's also another villain back here that also doesn't have legs. So DC just making superheroes without legs because I guess they want to appeal to someone. Is that really the way? Like, why not create a new character instead of like doing that? I don't know. But weird combination. Really weird combination there. And I don't know if that's a villain or if that's I don't know what the hell that character is. But similar situation. It's just weird, right? So like a lot of people are like, we don't want a Flash with like no legs. We want like where's Wally West? Where's Barry Allen? So people don't want their heroes replaced. So this is why this is only going on for 2 whole months, and then that's it. So DC might have just looked at Trick Moon and said, we can't afford to put this thing out, and that's why that's what she might mean by corporate restructuring. That's what that could mean. Honestly, we don't know. We don't know. We're just we can only make guesstimates. So yeah, that's the news. I've been going for almost half an hour. I think that's enough. Thank you to anyone who actually watched all the way here. I've got a video on Steven Universe coming up next. And please subscribe. Let me know in the comments. Look, if you guys didn't like my opinion, that's cool. You can just give me a dislike. I know there's a lot of people who probably are going to see this and be like, he didn't give any reason why he didn't like Trick Moon, why I dislike Trick Moon. I definitely did. I like I said, I don't like OKKO. I didn't like the writing and the wokeness and the virtue signaling and all that shit. I just didn't like it. And I feel like Trick Moon, if it got made, or if it gets made, because I think this thing's getting made. I don't think this thing's getting canceled at all. I think it's going to get made on Netflix or something. I have a feeling it could be even worse with the wokeness. Yeah. So that's that. Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching, everyone. Whether you disagree with my opinion or not, let me know in the comments down below. And I'll see y'all later. Bye-bye, Sandro.